Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, welcome to another edition of Chris Simms Quarterback School. And I have my nice little student here, Ahmed Fareed. Oh, look at him. He's such a kid. Did you bring an apple for me today?
Yeah, two.
Oh, you did?
You know, yeah.
Oh, where are they? I didn't see them.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
okay,
get 'em.
great.
Protein bar, too.
Okay, well, the student, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Today we are going to talk about the deployment of Cam Newton through the New England offense.
Okay.
You know, I get this a lot lately, whether I go on radio or wherever it is how are the Patriots going to use Cam Newton? Well, there's nobody better in football than about orchestrating schemes around players and their personnel and their skill sets and everything like that than the New England Patriots. And
so is it all new? Will this all be new? Are they just writing this up now? Or do you think this has been in the Patriots playbook, even with Tom Brady, they just didn't use it?
Yeah, I think this is stuff that's been in the Patriots playbook, some of it, which we'll get to, that has been used. And then there's going to be other aspects that, yeah, they're going to dust off and go, hey, this wasn't Tom's bread and butter, but this is your bread and butter, Cam Newton, so we're going to do that, like some quarterback movement and things like that, right?
Sure.
So I'm just going to give an example of how, like, one scheme, right? One scheme within the New England offense is going to be able to be a jump-off point for what I have right here, and it's really more than this, but we're not going to go crazy, 10 basically concepts that will go off of this play. And basically what I'm going to do is just the old school, like, counter tray play, right? Where it's backside guard pulls, he goes through the hole, and the running back, if we were in an I formation, would take the jab step, come down and get the ball. Well, they're going to be in shotgun, so we'll take a little jab step this way and then come across and get the ball like that. But it's this type of play, okay, Ahmed? Does that make sense to you? You good with that?
Yep.
Right? So I'm not going to get into the run blocking or anything like that. But here's the big thing, too. And this is what Cam Newton does, and this is the beauty of Cam Newton. The biggest thing he does is he puts pressure on a defense because he makes you defend every inch of the field. And the Patriots, who have everything in their playbook, and like we said, don't always deploy all of it, but I think they're going to be more moving parts this year. One, because Cam Newton moves better. Two, they have receivers in N'Keal Harry, Julian Edelman, and Mohamed Sanu who can kind of do it. They're all interchangeable, can all kind of do it all. And I think because of that, it's going to make them very hard to defend. And what I think you'll see more of, too, this year, too, is some moving parts before the snap to add some misdirection or, some trickeration to where the defense sees something moving one way and then all of a sudden the ball's going the other way. And I think the speed sweep is something that we could use just for an example, right? You've seen the speed sweep, what the Rams do. The Chiefs do it with Tyreek Hill zooming back and forth in all different directions. And you could have this year a guy like, let's just say, N'Keal Harry right here. He's in the slot, right? And here's your guy that's running across the formation and doing this. While he's doing that, like I said, there's going to be the pulling guard counter tray play up into the hole there. So think about that movement every time with Cam Newton. Here he is. He's lifting his leg. There goes a guy flying by. He's going to stress out the backside linebacker and the backside contain. And now, whoa, that defender's going to be all like this, and he's going to give the ball to the running back, and he's going to follow a pulling guard up in the hole, right? Mm-hmm. So you have that right off the bat, okay? All right, now, that's exciting. And the Patriots are very good at running the pulling guard type schemes. Now, the other thing that's going to go off of this, okay, and excuse some of my drawing, but the speed sweep, again, the counter tray to the running back, Cam Newton, here's the first thing off it, number 2 on the list. Yeah, here's the run play to the running back, to Sony Michel, but the next play is going to be, hey, I'm not going to give it to you, Sonny. Now you go lead up in the hole for me, and now we're going to have 2 blockers, the tailback and the guard pulling her over. And now here's Cam Newton. So this is the beauty of Cam Newton and what he does. Because of that, you have to be careful about what you do on the defensive side of the ball, because you can be outnumbered in the run game just like that, to where you go, oh no, we thought they might throw it here, and now they have an extra blocker on us because the quarterback can run, and we don't have enough people to fill the gaps in the run game. So that's the beauty of him right away. He almost handcuffs defense, and that's why he's 2-1 or 2-0 against Bill Belichick as a starting quarterback. Now, all right, so you get off of that, and we got that aspect. So there's 2 runs for you right off the bat where you go, ooh, that'll be nice and effective, just a pure run game, and then, of course, the quarterback run game. Now the next thing to do would be, okay, let's go to the play action pass, the post, the pop pass. How many times have we seen Tom Brady set hut get the ball, come out, boom, it's Edelman over the middle, it's Gronk over the middle. They stress that second level of the defense. Well, you got Cam Newton now. You think that second level of that defense is going to be a little stressed now too? So I think the same things apply here, right? To where the pop pass in New England or any sort of play action pass, they are phenomenal at this. They kind of invented this in football. But again, think about this. Here we go. Here goes speed sweep motion, end keel Harry. Okay, now the tailback takes the counter step. So now you're going to have Cam Newton get the ball, do that. He'll really ride the tailback. And then, oh, it's the pop pass. And what they do with the pop pass here is like, he's going to run it. It's like almost like a 7-step slant route, something along those natures, where he goes over the middle. Because think, if this linebacker, he's worried about this coming in here, he takes a step up, and it creates a hole behind him. And then they have this backside, basically what amounts to be a curl route that has a bunch of different rules to it, to where now Cam Newton will do that. Boom, he'll set up to look. Ooh, that little pop slant's not open. Let me get back over here to a deeper route and throw the ball that way. And then maybe have a speed sweep guy out here in the flat to be like, okay, that's my check down if I have to get it out of my hand, okay? So there's that aspect of that right there, right? So there's one play action pass. Now, forget all the other play action passes you could have off that. That's just one concept. What about if this guy runs a deep post and this guy runs the deep crosser? What if they do the same thing just like we just saw right there, and instead of, that play action concept, now it becomes, whoa, it's 4 verticals, and this guy goes right up the seam, and this guy goes right up the seam, right? Oops, sorry, I'm getting excited, as you could tell.
You like airing it out. 4 verticals gets you pumped.
But it just shows you the stress that they will be able to put on a defense because of those things with the run game, and then, of course, the play-action pass off it. And Cam Newton is a great play-action pass quarterback, of course, because he's willing to stand in there, and he has a big-time arm to throw the ball down the field. So, okay, so there's that aspect of it, okay? Now, next thing off of it, you got to remember, everything has something off of it, and especially in New England. So we did counter tray, and then the counter tray play action pass.
Right.
We've showed you the quarterback counter tray where Cam Newton keeps the ball, right? And, they're outnumbered in the run game. Well, they're going to have a play action pass off of that too. So the quarterback counter tray action pass. So now where Cam Newton gets the ball, he does this, the guys follow up, he might run up in there, he stops and then comes back out, and they run some sort of route combination again with those guys. So it just shows you that that's a lot to defend right off the bat.
For sure.
Think about that.
How much of that is could be straight option? Maybe more in the running game than the passing game, but how much do you think for the Patriots and Cam Newton could just be an option?
We're see number 8 down there?
Dang it, I got ahead.
It's all right, but we'll get to that. But I think that's a real thing to watch out for too. I mean, hey, you want to talk about option while we're here on it, right? Sure. So we have that. We did the 2 run plays. Now you have 2 play action passes off of it. Now, you talk about the option. Like, this is something that they've done many times with Cam Newton before anyways, where, there are certain times where this guy will go across, and now this guy runs out here, and Cam Newton is running down the line of scrimmage with his tailback, right there next to him to be able to pitch it. And then maybe you have one of these receivers out there to be like, oh, wait, neither the pitch is in there. And you see this where they throw it out there into the flat to one of the receivers in case nothing's there in the run game or option to be had. I mean, I think that's a very real possibility. But that's why I wrote it down there.
Got it.
Because I think those are some movement things that we haven't seen from New England. Right? Okay, said Hut, here goes speed sweep guy goes by just as he snaps the ball, and now all of a sudden he's on the edge. That weak side defender, he's worried about the speed sweep guy. He's going that way, and it might create a hole to where now it's 1-on-1 with the defensive end and Cam Newton playing 2-on-1 basketball with the tailback, right? So, okay, so we've hit 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Now you get into let's just do something New England hasn't had to do. Really, and it was never Tom Brady's bread and butter, and that would be bootlegs, okay? And bootlegs, again, it's all still going to be off of this same run fake. Now, you might have to deploy this guy a little bit differently as far as, where his motion sets off, but the bootleg is something that New England really has never had to do or done because Brady's not a great mover that way, as you know. And I think this could be a very real aspect of, their passing game or anything like that this year to now, again, we've seen the run plays, right? You've seen that. Now, this is different. This isn't play action pass. This is a bootleg. So he's going to get the ball, set hut, ride the guy down, and then he's going to go get onto the edge out here, right? So he's going to get onto the edge, and if he likes this guy in the flat, he'll be able to dump him the ball, and then there goes N'Keal Harry for a big play. Oh, hey, the weak side linebacker covered him pretty good. Now he might look out here to whoever his ex-receiver, might be, Mohamed Sanu, whatever, might throw a comeback on the run. Oh, no, I don't like that. Well, tuck it and run, right? Okay, so he's going to have that ability that's going to put people in a bind, and he'll have some sort of crosser coming into his way too. So there's another thing, again, off the same concept, right, with the pulling guard and everything, that the beauty of any great offense is they make you defend the whole field. And the Patriots, they understand that, and they're masters at it. Now they're just going to have to do it a different way this year with Cam Newton as compared to years with Tom Brady, but I still think they're going to be very effective. I want to get to just one or two more things, all right, Ahmed? You got any questions for?
How much of this stuff do you think that Josh McDaniels drew up when he drafted Tim Tebow in Denver?
Ooh,
and are there things that he was dying to run that maybe now finally he'll be able to run with a guy who can actually throw a little bit better?
I'm sure it dabbled in his brain a little bit with Tim Tebow, and that got him thinking about certain ways to do that, definitely. The other aspect, too, that people forget about, the year Tom Brady got suspended for Deflategate, remember, Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. Jacoby Brissett had to come in and play a game on Thursday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. They ran the Wildcat offense, basically. He got the ball, was really more of a runner, and they ran like some Cam Newton type things and then just played through their defense to where, again, this is New England. They've scorched earth for every play ever known to mankind. That's what they do. They have it all. It's just about, do we want to bring it out and make it part of our formula this week, this season, whatever that may be, right? So there's that. All right, so let's get back to this. So now we've hit some of that run plays and things like that, right?
Right.
The play action passes, the boots, all of that. Now, not necessarily off of the counter tray, but again, just like, we're not going to have the same thing, the guard pulling and all of that, but those are just like, again, a jump off point to go, okay, we have to worry about all of that. Now, the other aspect that I think that's going to be very real this year is just sprint outs by Cam Newton. You've seen over the years the old Joe Montana, Dwight Clark in the back end zone, sprint right option. That's what they call that. They're going to have that ability this year with Cam Newton to where same type of thing. You're going to have your speed sweep. So, again, pre-snap, it's still going to look like it could be any one of these plays, right? So the linebacker's going to be going, oh, there's going to be the pulling guard. Is it going to be pulling guard Cam? Is it going to be one of those play actions where I got to step down and then get back and do something like that? Oh, wait, maybe they'll fake that and it'll be the bootleg and I'll have to get on the edge. I don't know what to think. What's going to happen? Okay, so now he does this, set hut, boom. What if he just does a straight sprint out? That guy blocks the edge. Here goes this guy into the flat again. He runs the curl route. He can uncover versus man-to-man. There you go. There's just another option they can do off of it. And to that effect, they could really do it to the other side as well, even off of all this motion. So he could go, Cam Newton could send the same motion once again with this receiver. He goes this way, and now this guy boxes the black side. Maybe the tight end goes in the flat, and it's this combination over here, and now Cam Newton's on the edge, boom, going that way. So just another aspect and another launch point and moving part for the quarterback, and yet it's going to be the same kind of picture for the defense, but something different every time, or something that's the same that looks different, or it's, looks different, but it's the same. And I think that's the really awesome potential with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
Is this going to cause defenses to have to become more conservative and just wait and see and react, or are they going to try to be proactive and attack Cam and blitz or whatever? How do you see the best way to play?
It's a good question. Yeah. I think it is. And I think if you're playing New England, you got to go, man, these are good coaches. I don't think we're going to catch them by surprise with anything. Them being surprised is like never happened ever. So I think more than not, it's going to handcuff people to be like, We're not sure what we're going to get. We don't know what kind of concepts they're going to use. This guy's really versatile. Let's just keep it simple and play some simple defenses so we don't mess up. And I think that, especially early in the year when teams are starting to get a feel, is really going to, make things tough. And I think, honestly, that's why it was always tough on Bill Belichick defending Cam Newton, because you're worried about his scrambling off the drop back pass. You're worried about the quarterback design runs. Holy cow, he has a rocket for a right arm. We got to worry about those deep passes, right? And all of those things handicap Bill Belichick to where he's, I can't bring that blitz, because if Cam keeps it on a quarterback run off this edge, it might be a 40-yard gain because I blitz this way and these guys are dropping out and all those. So that's what he does to you. So we got into all of that. We've gone 1 through 6 to sprint right, sprint left. Now, what I want to say off of this is everything I've just taught you, whether it's the play action pass or the fake the quarterback counter tray, drop back to pass, any of it, the bootlegs, they're all going to have screens off of it. All of it. So you could see him set hut, fake, it's a play action pass. And then there's the running back over here and they've set up to a play action pass. So all of that is a very live, viable option, let alone this guy going on a speed sweep and who knows, he could kick out this guy and they throw a receiver screen. But they're going to tie a screen to every pass concept they have. That's what good offenses do. Again, it's another way to keep a defense in check. Whoa, they're all over this pass concept. Let's give them that pass concept and now just throw a little screen. And, hey, you guys are way down there stopping that pass concept. Great, we threw it over here, and now we have 7 guys in front of them to block all of you, and we're going to get a 20-yard gain, right? They're going to have all of that. And then we hit the option because you asked. Mm-hmm. You talk about trick plays. Nobody's run more trick plays the last 20 years than the New England Patriots. I mean, I complain about it. You hear me. Why is the team that always winning is the one that's running the trick plays? Can somebody else run some trick plays?
Because people called them gimmick plays and then felt bad running them.
I know.
We don't want to be a gimmick play
all those
offense.
Gimmick plays that keep getting them in the Super Bowl and winning them. Damn it. I mean, it's unreal.
It's not a legitimate Super Bowl win if you have a gimmick play.
Yeah, right. Yeah, tell them that. Take away their 6 rings. But, okay, so now you talk about trick plays and what you can do. Hey, here goes that speed sweep guy. There goes N'Keal Harry. Okay, Cam Newton gets the ball. Hey, he throws the ball behind the line of scrimmage and backwards to N'Keal Harry. N'Keal Harry catches it back here like we've seen Julian Edelman do so many times, and then throw the ball down the field or throw the ball to Cam Newton back on the backside. I mean, they threw the ball to Tom Brady a few times in the last few years. You don't think they're going to throw the ball to Cam Newton? Right? So Cam Newton could beat Tom Brady running backwards in a race. So I think that is a very real possibility. And then, of course, the one aspect we haven't really explained here is the simplest thing, just the actual speed sweep. So that's going to keep people in check too, where he might just get the ball. Here comes N'Keal Harry. And you've seen, Mahomes do that little shuffle pass, or he just gives the guy the ball and he hits it running, whether it's Tyreek Hill or McCole Hardman or whoever. Be the same thing. Cam Newton will get the ball, boom, like this, and it's off to the races around the edge if they feel like maybe the backside guys are getting too aggressive with the counter tray, the quarterback counter tray, or anything like that. And that keeps them in check to open up what you want to do with your normal scheme plays anyways.
So from seeing all that,
yes,
and all the things you can do with a mobile quarterback, and I've thought this for a long time, how come it just hasn't taken over the NFL? Why does every team not have, you think it's happening?
Well, you're seeing it happen. I mean, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray. Yep. I mean, the pocket quarterbacks you're seeing in football right now are Baker Mayfield, right? I mean, and he's not. He was a dancer in college. He was running around doing this and that. So movement, to your point, I think is every year, more and more, we're seeing quarterbacks come in. Justin Herbert just drafted, awesome scrambler. Joe Burrow, unbelievable scrambler coming out, of LSU and being able to run around and do things like that.
So in 10 years, we won't have a classic drop back quarterback.
I think it's or
there'll be few.
I think it's going less and less. Yeah, it's going less and less because the ability to move with so many good linebackers and defensive ends in football, you just can't expect that your O-line's going to block these guys every play. And you need that get out of jail for free card. And for a lot of offenses, it's their quarterback being able to move. Whoa, they blitzed this, or we're not good up front, and they covered us. We need you to make a play. That's why we're paying you $32 million. Make a play, do something happen. And I think that's lending itself to more and more quarterbacks being able to move like you're talking about.
So how many of those plays over on the left, you have 10, could they not run with Brady? Or would they not
that's
run?
A good question.
I mean, they might not even consider any of them because, part of it is the deception and that the threat of being able to quarterback scramble to run.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly right. Well, there's some of them will be able to run, like, of course, the counter tray, just a normal handoff, no problem. The play action pass off of that, Brady's a master off of that. Now, the fake quarterback or anything quarterback running, no, that's not happening. So Brady doesn't get that one. Bootlegs? No. I mean, you could probably count on one hand the last 20 years like Tom Brady ran a bootleg. That's just not what he's all about. They don't call that. So that's been a negative. Sprint right or left, here and there from Brady, but not much. So it's definitely going to be, I think, more of a greater part of the offense this year. So screens, we know they do. Option, of course, no with Brady.
Right.
Trick plays, yeah, they'll do it. I mean, they threw a trick play to Brady in the Super Bowl. They'll throw a trick play to anybody. And then, of course, the speed sweeps, yes, they would do with Brady. So, what did I say? Half of that will be new, I guess, was what we're saying with Cam Newton, New England. And that's just the greatness of Cam Newton. But, we'll see. Can he orchestrate that offense and make all the decisions like Tom Brady and be top, notch with his decisions all the time?
Right?
Yeah.
What do you lose? What do you lose from
You're going to
Tom Brady?
lose some of that.
Yeah.
I would expect it, definitely. I mean, Brady's a great thinker. He's a great evaluator of the defense, great decision maker, and a great thrower of the football. Cam Newton's a great thrower of football. He hasn't been put in this type of offense where he might have to make these quick decisions as much. But New England will know that, and they'll adjust accordingly to where they'll get into some of these Cam Newton-type plays to go, you've been doing this for a while. This should feel good, and we'll even give you some other plays along with this that you never did that you're going to like a lot, and it's going to make you look awesome, and that's what I expect from them.
Is there homework?
No, I think we're good. I mean, I think you got off easy this one, didn't you?
Yeah, well, it's end of the class. So I got to go.
I didn't get my apple, okay? So screw off, student.
My locker.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.